Hey guys, it's me Dax back with the third of my guru invitations, and this time I want to talk to you about the really simple concept of neither asking for nor seeking permission for anything that you do around your business, your offering, your message to the world. So what does that actually mean in practical terms? Well, look, here's my observation as someone who's coached a hell of a lot of entrepreneurs into making a hell of a lot of money and making a hell of a big difference in the world. And it's this: the people that are continuously seeking permission, the people that are kind of saying, is this okay? Am I allowed to do this? What will people think of this? And so on and so forth, are the people that invariably are the ones who never really bring their full dream version of their idea to the world. So remember, in the second guru invitation was to dream big, right? Well, the problem with asking for permission is that as soon as you begin asking for permission from anyone about anything, you start to change your dream. You change your dream to meet their expectations. You change your dream to meet their values. That you change your dream to meet their ideas of what you can and can't, should or shouldn't, will or won't be able to do with your life offering. Okay, so here's what we share during the Guru project, and it's a really simple idea. I mean, like Homer Simpson simple, but it's this: create your own ideas first. Like, create an idea that you say wow, or even my favorite version is fucking wow, right? Kind of, there's wow and then there's fucking wow, which is something that just blows your mind. You go, fucking wow. Well, so build your fucking wow idea. Like, build the idea that blows your mind before you ever introduce it to anyone else, before you ever let anybody else mastermind with you or give you input or give you feedback or anything else, right? So what we do during the Guru project is really different to most kind of residential retreats, particularly where any form of business or self-development is involved. And that's, we don't tend to mastermind our ideas, our concepts, until quite far into the program. And I think that, you know, the first time, the Guru project is a 10-day program. I think the first time we masterminded truly, as in shared our ideas and actively sought feedback, was about 7 or 8 days into the program, so right near the end. And that's for a really specific reason. See, when you sit down and you mastermind with people, what happens is that usually the 1 or 2 loudest people in the room, the 1 or 2 with the biggest experience, the 1 or 2 with the kind of biggest mouths, and I've been one of those guys in the rooms before myself, so I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but just the people with the most to say tend to set the tone. And you're sitting there and you're waiting for your turn to mastermind, and you're waiting for your turn to share your idea with the world, and you've heard all these other guys shot down in flames and told how their ideas are going to be stupid and you shouldn't do that, and I wouldn't do that if I were you. So that by the time you get to sharing your idea, you share a watered down, diluted and somewhat polluted version of your dream, right? And remember, number 2 was to dream big, right? The Guru invitation number 2 was to dream your biggest dream. So dream your biggest dreams and don't seek permission. Don't ask for guidance until you absolutely own them, until you say, wow, I've fallen so much in love with this idea that it would pain me to not bring this to the world. And when you're at that point, and only when you're at that point, then go and say to other people who are learned and wise and who have got a lot of experience of bringing ideas to the world and finding clients and doing the marketing and all of that other stuff that we get so caught up in. Only at that point, go and say to them, hey, this is what I am going to do. Like, I'm not seeking permission here. I'm not asking guidance about whether I should do it or not. I'm asking your guidance on, if you were going to do this thing exactly as I've described, how would you do it? That's a really different way to present your idea to the world. Don't present your ideas to the world seeking permission. Don't present your ideas to the world seeking some kind of judgment about whether you can or can't, should or shouldn't, will or won't be able to do it. Create it anyway. And at that point, and only at that point, then go and seek the guidance of experts who then can tell you, okay, well, if I was getting traffic to this idea, or if I were bringing viewers, or if I were bringing readers, or if I were bringing customers or clients, here's how I would do it. But ultimately, and you know, I've already sworn once in this video anyway, so it won't really matter too much. But ultimately, don't let people fuck with your ideas until you own them. Don't let anyone touch them until you absolutely own them. Seek no permission, seek no kind of external authority. Just own it yourself, and then once you own the idea and you've fallen so deeply in love with it, then say, how would I do it? This has been me, Dax Moy from the absolutely stunningly beautiful Thailand. My second to last day before I go home, but I'm just really looking forward to sharing more of these guru invitations with you. I know they're a little bit different. I know that hopefully they'll get you thinking a little bit. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on what I've said there, and I'd love to hear your experience of being involved in masterminds, and you know, whether that was the case for you. Were you roughshod over? Did you kind of somewhat dilute your idea, or did something better come out of it? Am I saying the wrong thing here for your personal experience? Okay, all I can ever do is share my own experience, and from my experience, this has pretty much invariably been true, that great ideas have still come of it, but not necessarily the ideas that the person originally fell in love with, which is often why sometime down the line you stop doing the things that the other person's advised you to do, or kind of shared with you about how it should be done. Anyway, it's been me, Dax, Thailand, done.